you guys are looking to transform your whole entire year, then I suggest you start doing this, because this system has truly flipped my life around. Like, I feel like it really has had a big impact on me and what I do, my habits that I wanted to keep, my goals for the year. So I'll introduce it first. This is called, if you guys want to read it, it's called The 12-Week Year. Actually, a really great book. Quite short too, so I think it's a good read. I read this book last year and did the whole system of habit tracking and, setting up a vision, setting up goals. Basically, you stop thinking at a 12-month cycle and start thinking about 12-week cycles. So what this does is it helps you create urgency and a clear finish line. You think at a 12-month cycle, 12-month goal, you look at it at a bigger picture. You always think, oh, it's okay, it's just January. Like, okay, like I'll work towards my goals in January, and then February comes and you're like, oh, it's okay, like I can start in March, and then so and so and so, and then basically what you had planned for the year, you actually end up not doing. 12-week year is all about execution, because even though you plan, your planning means nothing if you don't have execution. So execution is actually putting in the work to actually do the things that you say you would do. So how this works is quite easy. You just think of your whole vision, right? Your whole goal. What is your goal in life? Whether that be your health, your career. You just create your 12-week plan. I have a template that I'm gonna put down there. It's really, really simple, like a simple system, and that's exactly why it works. Sometimes you don't need a system that's like super overcomplicated. Like, I've had planners before, like I love planners. I have things to help me stay in my habit, but I notice that they don't really work because I don't check my execution on it every single day. I can just break it down really, really easily. So at the top here, that number there, so that is basically your weekly execution score. So that weekly execution score, it has to be 85% and above every single week. If you hit 85% every single week, that means you're inching towards your bigger goal, right? On the left corner, it says score. So on the first line under the score, that's your overall percentage of the the 2 or 3 tactics that you put on, right? So if you're hitting your goals every single day, then the overall average is higher. And then on the third row is where you put, okay, how often do I need to tick this? Is this a daily task? Is this like 6 days a week? Is this 5 days a week? For example, if this task is daily task, right? Then you go into the score under the score row, and you can change that number. For example, if it's daily, then it's 7, right? If it's 5 days a week, then 5. And then I put in the days of the week to help me keep track, and then it just automatically adds on to your average. So yeah, that's basically what I have. I can give you like an example. Like, for example, one of my goals, not just in the 12-week year, but basically my whole entire life, is to really be rooted in Christ and really try to get deeper in getting to know Jesus and really spending time with him and getting to know him, so I could also change and share that light, share that love, right, that God has given me. So for me, I'll just share it with you. For example, my overall goal is to be rooted in Christ. So what are my 3 tactics? My 3 tactics is 15 minutes uninterrupted time with God. So that's every single day. So when I wake up, I try to find that quiet time to pray, read a little bit, like verse of the day on the Bible app. And then my second tactic is 15 minutes uninterrupted reading the Bible. So that's a daily task as well. So I put the uninterrupted there because it's so often that, oh yeah, okay, I'll spend 15 minutes, and it's 15 minutes and basically you're like you're not actually like into the time with God. You're just focusing on the timer, right? So I put uninterrupted, so then it gives me intentionality, right? I want it to be 15 minutes uninterrupted intentional time with God. Like I don't just want the time, I just don't want a timer there and just, oh, 15 minutes, okay, 15 minutes, times is up, you know. Like I need uninterrupted, because then I know that I'm intentionally spending time with him. I'm sharing them with you just because it worked for me, and I really want you guys to have a great year. And it doesn't really have to be complicated at all. Just track your habits. If you don't want to use this template, it's fine. You can also do it at your own, you know, you could do it by yourself. Like you could take the template and just, you know, copy whatever you want to do, whatever you think will help you track it more. But it's really simple. Just keep track of your habits that you want to slowly accumulate to reach your goal, right? So it's all about putting the steps in every single day, right? So then when the feeling comes of like, oh, I don't know if I want to do it today, or like I don't really feel like doing it today, then you remember, you're like, oh, but I have to hit at least 85% every week, right? And if I don't hit 85%, that means I'm not actually inching towards my goal or my vision. So yeah, I just really wanted to share this with you. It should be a very short video. But if you guys have any questions more about the 12-week year, feel free to you know, message me on Instagram, and then maybe I could like explain it a little bit more if I didn't explain it that well in this video. But just very simple, like keep yourselves accountable every single day. Like it's good to have a whole yearly goal, but how are you gonna reach that yearly goal if your execution is super low? Like the planning is there, your vision is there. Like you can't plan for something and not put in the steps to do it, right? Like for example, if you want to go on a diet and you're just eating all the sweets, like your end goal is to lose weight, but you keep eating, right? Where is the execution in that? Where's the accountability, right? So try to be honest with yourself, really track your habits, and if it's low on 1 week, that's totally fine. At least you can use that as a drive or as a fuel to do better in the next week, right? Yeah, I hope this video helped you. It's still January. You can still make a difference. You can still start your 12-week, even if it's the 3rd week of January, which this video would probably come out. You can start. It's fine. Even though it's not the whole 12-week, try it out for 2 months. If you need to tweak something, go ahead, do it. But if you feel like it's working for you quite well, then continue doing it, right? And if somehow in the middle of the year your visions change, your goals change, that's totally fine. Just change out the habits that you want to contribute to that goal, right? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's a lot of talking in the video, but it's really something that's kept me accountable with the things that I need to do. Keep your eyes on the future that you want, because when you get distracted, that is exactly when you don't reach the goals, right? So yeah, I hope this helped. Do text me again if you have any questions on the 12-week year. I do suggest you read the 12-week year too. I think it's good homework, but if you want to skip that, totally fine. Create this system that helps you stay accountable, that keeps you on the grind every single day. And it's not just, you know, like, oh, once a week, twice a week. You need to do this every single day. That's how I track all of my activities. It really keeps me on my toes. And sometimes when life throws you something unexpected, it still helps you stay grounded, you know. Good to always have it right in front of you, so you always see it. You always know what to do every single day. You know, oh, I need to do this. Oh, I don't have time for that. It like prioritizes everything that you need to prioritize, instead of going around every single day like, oh, how do I go about my day, you know. Do comment below what I need to cover, or if I need to do another one on this. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.